When you go on social media to look up Pokémon romance, concepts of pairings vary depending on the person and media. For me, this is about Ash Ketchum with all of his female traveling companions. I see arguments or discussions about Misty, May, Dawn, Iris, Serena, and so on. And I know so far that a lot of people are talking about the latter of the last.
The idea that Ash and Serena should end up together in a romantic relationship. Pokemon Ranger Boy 12, I am looking at you. This is the ship. This is it. Ash is meant to end up with Serena. Why? Well, there's actually quite a lot of reasons. First off, Serena's romantic feelings for Ash are made more obvious than any other character ever in Pokemon.
Finishing things off though and claiming the #1 spot in today's top 5 video is of course Amourshipping between Ash and Serena. You guys probably guessed that, and that's because these guys have just shown so much interest towards one another. It's kind of crazy not to have the #1 spot. So first off, these didn't actually meet as, you know, like 10-year-olds. They actually met at Oak's summer camp ages ago when basically Serena got lost and then Ash came in to help her, and then she basically gave him a hug and everything like that when she helped him, and she basically has had like feelings towards Ash since then. So
both Ash and Serena had such a great chemistry with each other. Both immediately noticed when the other person had problems, and both tried their absolute best to cheer each other up, and also motivated each other to continue chasing for their goal. Serena helping out Ash in his gym battles against the likes of Viola, Corinna, and Wulfric, with especially the last one being crucial for the development of Ash Greninja. On the other hand, Ash was the one who motivated Serena to take her time with her goal, which caused her to aim for a career as a Pokemon performer, and in general, Ash is her constant source of motivation.
So now apparently Serena is the first girl Ash has experienced a kiss on the lips with. Or is she? I've seen other discussions about Ash getting kissed, and it's usually on the cheek. But that's not the same as a kiss on the lips. Similarly, someone kissing Ash is different from him kissing someone. I know Serena kissed Ash, but think about it. Did he kiss her back? It probably doesn't matter to Amourshippers, most of them at least, because according to them, she's the confirmed girlfriend and the girl to experience kissing on the lips with. And now, the uncensored version confirms so. But wait, what about this kiss? I've seen a lot of controversy on the internet about this Advanceshipping Kiss, where Ash and May kiss each other on the lips. Those who say it's real is from a banned episode called A Kiss Under the Mistletoe. Those who say it's fake, however, have tried to do as many research as possible to prove it's fan-made. The reasons they have so far are, 1, you can't find it anywhere on the internet, even Bulbapedia, especially since all banned episodes are on there. 2, when you look at how the characters move, it basically looks like a fan drew a lot of drawings, and because they don't know how to animate movements, they just have them fade from one to another. 3, because Pokemon is a kid's show, and they wouldn't write anything they find gross. And 4, May has Drew, and of course, Ash has Serena. So, what do I have to say on all this? Which kiss is real? Well, I know what everyone's expecting me to say. So, roll the drums. To clarify what I said, by everyone, I mostly meant Amourshippers. By expecting, I meant they wanted me to come and say the Amourshipping Kiss is real, and the Advanceshipping Kiss is fake and prove why. On the contrary, it's the other way around. At least, the uncensored version of the Amour Kiss. You know that YouTuber, TC? The one that uploaded the video, Ash and May Kiss? I've been scrolling through the comments one day in 2014, or 15, and I found a conversation between two viewers named Emperor Palpitoad and Grail Mercenary elaborating on this episode's existence. I can't find it anymore as it seems to have been deleted since. I guess it's a good thing I took screenshots in case I wanted to make a video addressing this, otherwise I would have wasted at least 6 minutes scrolling through the comments and finding it. Anyway, it starts with Emperor Palpitoad saying, "Hey, this episode is not even on Bulbapedia. I have no evidence to prove of this video's existence. I'm sorry, but as far as I know, this is fake. I can't believe it has more than 1 million views." And Grail Mercenary says, "The only reason why it has more than 1 million views is because advanced shipping is more real than any other shipping in Pokemon. And no, it's not fake." The name of the episode is called A Kiss Under the Mistletoe, which had aired only in Japan and wasn't planned to be released worldwide. Another important hint that the creators have forgotten. Advanced shipping is the best shipping no matter what, even if it doesn't become canon. Typical viewer who says, "Episode, it's real, not fake, released only in Japan and nothing else." Nothing new to you, Amourshipping or not. But wait a minute, there's more. Emperor Palpitude responds, "It would have been on Bulbapedia if it was real, because all episodes, including banned ones, are on there, like Beauty and the Beach." To which Grail Mercenary responds, "It actually doesn't always work that way. Not any one of the banned episodes is posted, obviously for certain reasons. This one, however, is truly an actual episode which was released only in Japan. I know this because I have a friend who has actually met the creators of big companies such as Marvel, Capcom, Sega, Nintendo, and many other ones. I even asked him if he knew the creator of Pokémon, and he asked me if I met Satoshi Tajiri. More like, I asked him if he met Satoshi Tajiri. Anyway, continuing, I asked if he could ask Satoshi if this episode really existed, and I got my answer, but the only way I can see it is if I go down there." Did you hear that? I got my answer, but the only way I can see it is if I go down there. This proves this episode exists, and the reason I believe Grail Mercenary is because when everyone asks for more information, other than being banned and all, the worst thing is they don't respond. That's probably why it's hard for some to believe this episode is real. Anyway, continuing. Well, did you? Not yet. I have not gone down to Japan to see the full length of this episode. And besides, you don't really need to worry about anything since the creators have forgotten the bond that Ash and May share and how much it would crush Amourshipping. Why would I worry if I have no proof of this episode's existence? If it makes you feel better, Serena is a lot like May. How exactly? Ash had helped them find their goal and they both had a crapload of development. But May found her goal a whole lot earlier than Serena. I hear she still doesn't even know what to do with her life. And I also heard that she barely caught her second Pokemon after 40 episodes into the first season of X and Y? May caught at least 2 Pokemon during the first Hoenn region, and if you look at her team, 3 of them are from her region and 4 of them are from Ash's region. In fact, Ash and May's Bulbasaur had fallen in love with each other. But what do the creators do? Bam! Oh, let's have May's Bulbasaur evolve into a Venusaur. Also a mistake. Both have a Squirtle, but they also had her evolve into a Wartortle. I don't know if I spelled that right. Ash and May has a Snorlax and May owns a Munchlax. They have several Pokemon who have the same evolutionary lines and same types as well. One could argue that it just means the creators had no intention of putting Ash and May in a relationship. But regardless, according to Grail Mercenary, Amourshipping will always be a mistake. Now, that's not to say that this is two worked up advanced shippers trying to hate on Amourshippers and take advantage of them. We're just trying to be as honest as possible. Oh, and by the way, Ash's Froakie and Clement's Chespin, Serena's Pancham, and possibly Pikachu has a crush on Serena's Fennekin. Ash and May's Bulbasaur fell in love. If their Squirtle knew each other more, they would have hit it off eventually. May's Munchlax really liked it when he or she saw Ash's Snorlax. Pikachu and Eevee has always been a very big shipping before the Johto region came along, and they have the same performance in the Pokemon contest held in Terracotta Town. As I said before, Ash and May have their share of many things that I could go on and on about for a very long time. You can try all you want. That covers why you can't find it online. Just because you can't find it on any site doesn't mean it's not real. There's at least one reason why it isn't. Some say it's because Japanese parents complained about two 10-year-olds kissing on the lips, but that might be kind of hard, at least for me, to believe, because I'm pretty sure lots of Japanese children, or any other children, have seen lots of kissing in real life. It could be more likely that if this episode did come into the US and other countries, it would crush the other pairings Ash has with other girls and May has with other boys. I mean, the former could be the real reason why. But regardless, remember that Japan controls Pokemon. They decide which episode, game, manga, and so on goes into which country. As a matter of fact, there's one big rule about the internet that some of you may seem to be missing. Once something is posted, it stays on there no matter what. People will do anything to show what others have missed, even if it meant getting sued. So the episode would only be online if Satoshi Teruji decided to post it online. In terms of the faded frames, it's called slow motion. This is a common done in both Japanese and American 2D animation. Basically, the farther the frames are from each other, the faster they move. And the closer they are, the slower they move. In a book I read, titled Timing for Animation, on page 47, there's a paragraph that reads, "Closely spaced drawings tend to jitter, if not drawn with great accuracy if the distance are not worked out precisely. In cartoons, as a rule, very slow motion should be avoided. It is better left to live action, but if it must be done, make sure that the movement contains sufficient rhythm, bounce, and flexibility. The drawings also need extremely careful tracing. Sometimes it is preferable to advance the animation by short camera dissolves, a camera fade of one image into another, or by adding digital motion blur rather than laboriously filling in every in-between. Even the length of frames determines speed, and Japanese and Korean animation sometimes animate characters on 4s or 6s. Regardless, drawings fading from one to another is how you create slow motion. They always do it like that. One could argue that it's fake because there's no background. No trees, no bushes, lake, buildings they're close to, yada yada. Just complete white. That's because the camera is focusing only on Ash and May. Think of it like this. Since this is the first time Ash is kissing a girl on the lips, and this is a Christmas episode, the kiss could be executed in a way where it's something big, something major, or epic, or special. I don't know why some people would make it a rule to draw an accurate background in order for it to be real, when you don't have to do that. One could argue that it looks real because it was animated by a fan and was skilled enough to make it look natural and professional. Guys, it was animated by a professional. Someone who works on the anime as an actual part of an actual episode released only in Japan. Like I said, Grail Mercenary's friend spoke to Satoshi Teruji of its existence. On top of all that, I heard someone say that Advanced Shipping is actually Tajudi's favorite Pokemon pairing. I learned that from DeviantArt user Advanceshipping. She also says that her friend saw the episode when she was in Japan. Where you have to find the source of this interview of what Tajiri says now, you'd have to ask her. Or at least, look around and ask other people who have been to Japan. Ask them if they saw the episode or what Tajiri had to say about Advanced Shipping. Amour shippers, contest shippers, pearl shippers, poke shippers, and everyone may not want to believe this, but even if this is a scrapped episode, it's still real and part of the Advanced Generation series. Remember what I said about the difference between getting kissed and kissing? Well, May kissed Ash and he kissed her. With Serena, she kissed him, but he didn't kiss her. So to everyone who has been to Japan, I encourage you all to back up this part of the video. What do you remember seeing in a kiss under the mistletoe? Not just the kiss itself, but what happened before, during, and after it? Please let me know in the comments. Moving on to the fake kiss, it's definitely the so-called uncensored version of the Amourshipping Kiss. Serena climbing back up the escalator to kiss Ash, and we see as it was on the lips. That's fake. The colors are accurate, I'll admit, but look at the animation. It's so rigid. It's not smooth enough. Look at real clips from the XY series and compare that to this fake uncensored shot. The way Ash moves his back, Serena leading forward, and the flow of her hair, they're not smooth enough to naturally blend in with the rest of the show. Just look. I don't really know what else I can say. You'd have to be as observant as I am to notice the difference. But who am I kidding? Of course some more shippers won't admit it. Because if they do, they will be greatly disappointed, feeling that it doesn't matter, even if the uncensored clip is real. Because May already beat Serena to being the first girl Ash experienced a kiss on the lips with. In terms of the kiss being off-screen,
She literally kissed him. That's the only time any characters in the Pokemon universe, I believe, have kissed on the lips. The only reason it wasn't showed is because the anime makers were concerned about it being allowed to be shown on TV, so they, cleverly censored it in a way that still made it obvious, but didn't actually show it because they didn't want to worry about the show not being put on the air.
to be fair, it's likely that the executives learned from their experience from a kiss under the mistletoe and made the Amourshipping Kiss less obvious. It still doesn't matter. Serena kissed Ash, but Ash didn't kiss Serena. May kissed Ash, and Ash kissed May. To add one thing to that, when you look at the amount of views that both of these videos have on YouTube, I think the fake uncensored kiss with Serena probably has more views than the kiss with May, is because one video was posted much earlier than the other, and YouTube's algorithms have changed over the years. It's not because Amourshipping is the one that's more real. This is me in editing mode right now. I know some of you are aware that this is fan-made. I'm just saying that there are some pretty delusional Amourshippers here who do think it's real. In the end, anyone who says the Advanceshipping Kiss is fake, or the uncensored Amourshipping Kiss is real, can be dismissed as naive or ignorant. And as much as I hate to say this, the latter sets everyone up for even greater disappointment. With the show starring Ash coming to an end, Pokémon is introducing a new protagonist named Liko to the show. Between her hair color and the green triangular hairpin, many fans have speculated that she might be Ash's daughter. And if she is, older fans would be excited to see a grown-up Ash. But the big question is, if she is, who's the mother? Some say it's definitely Serena, because her hairstyle and eyes look similar to hers, but I would argue not, as Serena's hair looks messier and curlier compared to Loki's, shorter or longer. Not even Dawn, for the same reasons. So is it May? Her hair does look a little bit more like Liko's, even if May's is just a tiny bit messier. Even their eyes match, even though their shades are different. One could argue that in terms of familiarity, young fans and old fans, Serena is the most recent recognizable character. But despite this, remember that I mentioned Advanceshipping is Satoshi Tajidi's favorite Pokemon pairing. Popularity with the fans doesn't necessarily matter about which pairing is most likely to occur. It's a matter of what the creators want to do. I don't really know who has the most control over the anime, if not exactly Tajiri, that is. But ultimately, they're the one to tell the producers and animators which character Ash marries and who Liko will be. At the end of the day, we can't do anything about it once we learn more about these characters, because they've already decided upon Liko's creation.